Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War chant is going full throat. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Virginia Tech Hokies taking on last year's national champions, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Noles will put total leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia Tech's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And the Hokies are in the hurry up. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. He's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's fired. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig roll. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Paulo.
Trying to run, it's Roper. Quick spin on the run. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida State's offense will take the field for the first time. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Run man in the backfield, and he gets it. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's John. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Noles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. For the many fans of the program, they started this season dreaming of a national championship. That dream has quickly turned to a nightmare, falling all the way out of the top 25. Where is their head right now amidst all of this chaos?
They got to get their heads out of the clouds right now and finally play up to their potential. They've got a lot of talent, but they have not been able to put it together on game day. There's a lot of people on social media and the message boards, sports talk radio locally, very, very angry with how this team has played. They've got to do something to turn it around.
That's not the place I thought they had to get their head out of. I mean, it's been a dumpster fire. It has not been good this year. They've got to somehow right this ship. There's two...
Breaks into the open. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
Well, it didn't take long to get this receiver involved in the game, and we know he'll make plays in the passing game, but let's get him going in the running game, too, and see what he can do early.
They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring margin. Now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops the throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Hokies line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The short hands. It's John. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got it. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Sometimes Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the 1st quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll run play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. There he goes. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll give it to the back. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Hokies will punt this one away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Makes the catch. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain.
Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gained a little bit of everything on that one. And the Seminoles will try to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to surge it in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Utah. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No reason. In a big rush, they have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
They'll go back to the air on second down. He's got him this time.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You can tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Fights off the defender. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball they're thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Knowles will hustle to the line. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Going for it all. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're...
Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hokies!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown, and here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Coming out with it, it's Johns. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Cook. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's John. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Touchdown, no! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Caught over the middle. It's Hodges. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Noles are rolling down the field. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. 3rd quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Now the play fake. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Look out, he's got room. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense on. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. It's a reverse. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
And how easy was that? There's so much speed on the field in college football, and you get me lined up, and I'm trying to play coverage, and then all of a sudden that guy flies across the formation. And now,
touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 17 over Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Kick is in the air. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snags it on the right. Running free. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Virginia Tech, 14.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Roper. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. After the run, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. The official says no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. He's turning in the type of performance that will etch him alongside the Seminole legends.
He has been on fire. You got to find some way to slow this guy down, because right now he's getting what he wants, when he wants, how he wants. And this...
There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Fires to the big fella. He breaks a tackle. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, no! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Defenses have to be so good with their eye discipline and focus. And as linebackers and DBs, you're watching the offensive line to see if guys are pulling. That could be a tell the misdirection play is coming. And you saw it right there.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gap.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.